guys, welcome back to my channel, Sarita's Intuitive Love Guidance. I know it's been a minute. I have been swamped with readings and just life in general. So if you are still waiting for a reading, thank you so much for your patience. If you have not received your reading, please email me if I missed something. I really was swamped with a lot of readings, so I honestly can't. I feel like I'm missing someone's email or a message or whatnot, and so spam me. I don't care. Just bring it to my attention because I feel bad if I missed out on a reading for you. And so let's just go ahead and get started. My personal information for personal readings will be on the screen and down below. If you like the 1 or 2 questions, that is still available as well. Do know this is a collective, so this may not resonate for everyone's situation. Don't try to force it. Take what does, disregard what doesn't. And all right, let's go ahead and get started. So let's see, what is the major energies of the Divine Masculines today, Spirit? Ooh. Observe your conversations. I feel like your masculine could be in an energy of really thinking about you, Divine Femmes. If y'all are in communication, then he is thinking about it. She is thinking about the conversation. Could be wanting to communicate to you, maybe thinking about how to come and approach you, what to say, how I'm going to say it. Maybe wanting to meet up for coffee. Some may have, I don't know. But your masculine's in this energy. Observe the conversation you engage in today. Are they productive or mean-spirited? Are they filled with gossip or stimulating information? Your goal is to recognize the quality of information you feed your mind each day. And so this is also for you, Divine Femmes. You know, we all have to be mindful of our words and our conversations that we say to people and to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. But observe your conversations. Thoughts become reality. And let's just go ahead and see some tarot. What is the energies of how Divine Masculine is feeling towards Divine Femme Spirit? 3 cards, Spirit. What is the major energies of how Divine Masculine is feeling towards Divine Femmes? 1. Ooh, you're on their mind. So we have the Empress. That is your energy, Divine Femmes. We have the Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we got the Moon. You could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be with the Moon. And so your masculine's in an energy of contemplating, of wanting to reach out. There is an energy of like, okay, observing. Look at that observing energy. How am I going to say this to him or her? You know, what am I going to say? Will she respond? Will she not? How is she going to be receptive to me reaching out? Is she going to be happy? Is she going to be upset? Is she going to try to ignore my text messages? Is she going to try to delay his or her response? What is it? You know, like everything that we all think about when we reach out to somebody and we like put all this fear, doubt, worry into doing something. When just do it, you know, just do it. And so your masculine's in that energy. I feel like if they have reached out to you and maybe you're not in that very receptive or open to the communication, it's causing the masculine to feel very feel the anxiety, the fear, the doubt, like, dang, I should have never done that. Or does she even still care about me? Does he still even care about me? She's acting kind of funny. He's acting kind of funny. And so I feel like some of these Divine Femmes could be pregnant, could be having the child of the masculines. Doesn't have to be, or vice versa. Y'all may have a kid together. Doesn't have to be. But observe the conversations. If this is somebody you're wanting to hear from, wanting to talk to Divine Femmes, then be open, be flexible, have an open mind, let go of the resistance, let go of the guard down, because people don't realize that they feel the energy, they can feel the resistance, they can feel the energy that you're coming off. And if that's not the energy that you're wanting to receive, you're wanting more love, you're wanting to hear from your masculine, then be mindful of the energy you're putting out, the rigid stance that you're having, the wall up because you're trying to protect yourself. It's totally understandable. If you're wanting to set boundaries, then state that. Observe your conversation, but state it in a very loving, kind manner. Because if that's not what you want, and if that's something that you really want your masculine to come towards you, then you have to be mindful of the energy you're putting out and not having this, oh, you owe me, or I don't want to hear from you, but I'm playing these games. Like, yeah, I do want to hear from you, but I don't. I want to like make sure that you feel my bitterness or my anger towards you. And don't take that the wrong way. We all play these little games, and we play that like hard energy because we don't want them to think that they got us like that. We don't want them to know that they can walk all over us again, and they can't just come back in our lives and just say hi and how you're doing, and not address XYZ in the past. And so sometimes we have to give grace, sometimes we have to give forgiveness, but do know this is what your masculine's energy is currently in for the collective. I'm just reading energy, but I do know that these are the energies that Spirit is visualizing for me. Six of Swords. See, and your masculine's wanting to move out of choppy waters into calmer waters with you. Wanting to heal things, wanting to get past heartbreak and pain. And I'm telling you, some of these masculines are not going to admit that they're sorry. They're not going to address the past. They're just going to try to brush it over and just be like, hey, how you doing? What you up to? Type of energy. But that doesn't mean that your masculine is using you as a walking mat or is not sorry. Some of these masculines just have a hard time expressing how they feel. They have a hard time being vulnerable. They have a hard time saying sorry. Pretty much, they have a hard time saying it. And so the way that they show love is to just kind of like hope that you don't say anything and kind of just sweep it underneath the rug and let's move forward. Let's kind of just breeze over and move forward. What else is going on with the masculines on how they're feeling towards divine femmes? Five of Swords. And so I feel like with the Five of Swords, there's an energy here trying to pick and choose their battles. They're wanting to offer you an apology, wanting to offer you that. And some of you are not going to receive it, and some of you are. This is like a win or lose card. Like, it's a very neutral card. You may not get that. And I feel like we have a lot of pride here. Some people would rather watch their masculine walk away because they didn't receive an apology, because they didn't receive a closure, they didn't receive clarity on something. Because as soon as the masculine reaches out to you and texts you, you're wanting an apology right away. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's a very, very slow energy. It's something that you have been waiting for forever, and then now you received a message from your masculine. You're like, okay, stomping my feet, like, okay, where's my apology? And it's not going to work like that. If you think that it's going to happen that way, your masculine's going to walk away and you're going to feel very defeated. You're going to feel back at the square one, at the same place that you were at with your masculine. And I'm not saying be a walking doormat, but all I'm asking is just to be more open-minded, to be more loving and kind, and just to be like, you know, if you feel like you need to talk about it, to say, hey, you know, I hope all is well, and it really did hurt me that I didn't hear from you and you ghosted me, and I just hope that that doesn't happen again, and I hope that we can just kind of move forward and start a new start, like a new start, a new chapter or a new cycle. King of Cups. And so the King of Cups energy is could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be, but there's an energy here of that your masculine really loves you a lot. But they are very poker face on their emotions. They have a hard time expressing. Sometimes you may have a hard time even knowing if this masculine cares or loves you. But do know you are a wish fulfillment. This star is here. This is hope that your masculine hopes that you will be receptive, that you will be more optimistic, not a very pessimistic, bitter energy. And I don't want you to think that I'm being very insensitive to your feelings and that's just not fair. Why do I have to be the person that is always forgiving and I don't get this and back, you know? And I feel like we come from a place of expectations and a place of, well, if I do this for you, you do this for me. And we need to all give a charitable love, guys. You know, with charity, we give to others and we do for others because we genuinely love and care for them, like unconditional love. Or we do charity work because we genuinely want to give back. And we have no expectations of receiving anything back from that. And so just try to come from a very charitable love. Give without receiving. Do know that your masculines has a lot of inner child wounds, has a lot of issues, a lot of inner turmoil that it's not just you. Your masculine's going to do and go through the same mistakes with the next person until they learn that their lessons, because it's just going to be a hamster wheel. That's why people go through so many karmic partners, because they're having to learn lessons, and if they don't learn it quick or don't make the right discernments and changes, they're going to forever be on that cycle over and over again. And so that's why it's so important to just focus on yourself, work on your healing, be a better you so you could be better for your partner. We can't pour from an empty cup. And so work on yourself first. Be loving, be kind, be generous, sow loving seeds. You reap what you sow. I always say that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what else is going on with the Divine Masculine Spirit on how they're feeling. Separation. So they're wanting to heal. They're wanting to mend things with you, Divine Femmes. And this is why your masculine is wanting to reach out, wanting to say something to you. It is Mercury retrograde, so they're feeling this pull to rekindle things, to hash things out. What else is going on with the Divine Masculines on how they're feeling towards Divine Femmes? Wow. Reminiscing, like I said, they're thinking about you. They're definitely thinking about you. There's like a light bulb that just like aha moment that they're thinking about you. Like, I really miss so-and-so. Man, she was so good to me. Man, he was so good to me. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder if I can surrender. I wonder if I can apologize. I wonder if they will surrender and let go of things that no longer serve us and let go of the past in order for us to learn these lessons and move on. One more card, Spirit. And Trapped. And so I feel like this masculine feels this twin flame energy, but they feel this barrier. They feel this rigid stance. They feel this guard up. Some of these masculines could be still trapped in a third-party situation, and I get it. It doesn't make it easy for y'all to be in union, and I understand that's why you could feel the way you feel, Divine Femmes. But that doesn't give you the right to be unkind, nasty, and be mean. You know, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say nothing at all, you know, pretty much. But if you are wanting union with your masculine, then you got to open your heart, open your chakras to receive these energies and blessings to flow through you into you. You know, we have chakra blocks because those are energy blocks in us. And so you may have a hard time receiving things, or you're like, why does nothing work for me? Why is this happening? You know, always in that negativity. Oh, he's never going to come back. She's never going to come back. Blah, 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 blah. You know, you're throwing that out in the universe and then expecting the law of attraction to work in your favor. You know, you reap what you sow. If you're sending out those signals to the universe, fear, doubt, worry, guess what the universe is going to kick back to you? Fear, doubt, worry. You're never going to see the shift and the change in your life if you're coming from a very pessimistic, doubtful, negative mind frame. And so try to shift your focus into a very grateful, loving energy. Just being grateful for where you're at, being grateful that you met your masculine, being grateful for feeling love before, being grateful that you have a warm warm bed, that you know you have a job, and if you don't have a job, find gratefulness in the pause and the break of just a new opportunity, a new start. I just want y'all to just change your focus so you can receive the blessings that you are deserving of. Remember that you are so deserving, divine femmes. You are. So let's see what else is going on with our divine masculines. Whew. Wow, the joyful. See, enjoy yourself. If your masculine reaches out to you, just find the joy in the conversation. Be creative, you know. People who are creative, maybe your masculines like art, maybe you love art. Maybe use it as a self-care. But when people are creative, they're allowing the energy to flow through them and just release and just be free and just be creative with no restrictions. And so find the joy, guys. Find the joy. What is the energies of the divine masculines? And so this is an energy of, your masculine was a trickster. And I feel like your masculine's in an energy of wanting to get real. I feel like in the past, yeah, they were very deceptive. They were liars. They were very tricky to understand. And now this masculine is seeing, I need to get real, because divine femme is not going to have it. He or she ain't going to play with my deceptive ways anymore. Because the divine femme has stepped into their power. They know who they are. They know what they're worthy of. They know and what they're deserving of. And if this masculine can't rise up to the occasion and can rise up to that, then they know that they're not going to be able to fulfill those duties that divine femmes need them to do. And so your masculine's like, look, I need to step up. I need to rise to this occasion. I need to get real. And so I feel that this is the energy your masculine's in, observing himself or herself, knowing that they need to get better. But I just feel like it goes both ways. And so if you're wanting an equal give and take, then you got to be receptive and vulnerable at the same time too. Have you ever been with someone where you wanted to be open, you wanted to apologize, and then you go and apologize to them, and they're just kind of nasty, they're just kind of like, I don't believe you. And then you're like, well, dang, okay, well, forget it then. You know, that energy rubs off onto you. It's so hard to challenge yourself, to stretch yourself, to be like, I know you're acting like that, and I know you're coming from a place of hurt. You're coming from a place of pain, and I'm not going to give an eye for an eye or fuel into that. I'm going to stretch myself and show you love, and I apologize, and I hope you can forgive me, and I'm here if you need me, and whenever you feel you're able to talk to me, then talk to me. You know, I feel like we lack that compassionate when we see someone in a very negative way, and I feel like when someone acts like that to us, we're like, dang, you know, it makes them feel very convicted of how they acted, and they like open, and they're now receptive to want to communicate and be like, all right, you know, wow, I'm really shocked that you communicated like that, and that shows growth on your end, and like it really is intriguing to somebody. I don't know if, I mean, comment below if that you relate to that, but I have happened that to me so many times where like I could be very negative, and this is in my past. I have definitely stepped in my divine power, but I was very just like, you know, very, and like very resistant. I'm not going to accept your apology. It's fake. It's phony. I'm not going to believe it. And so then it's very discouraging for someone who is trying to apologize, who is trying to right their wrongs. I feel like God gives us a new start each day, and I feel like he gives us grace and mercy, and I feel like that's the least we can give people, you know. I'm not the same person I was 5-6 years ago, let alone yesterday, and so you can't label someone as that same person when you don't feel like you were the same person 2-3 years ago. And so it's like we hold on to that vision of that person one time because of how they acted 2 years ago, and then we don't know how to let go, but we expect them to see us as a changed person, but we can't see them in a changed way. I hope this makes sense. But just try to be mindful of with your masculine. Your masculine's going to want to reach out if he or she hasn't already, and they may not be up to par and be able to express their apologies, express how they hurt you. And it's not, I feel like sometimes we expect closure, we expect apologies. And so what I'm just trying to say is, try to give grace and mercy when your masculine is unable to do that, because they don't know how to express their feelings, they don't know how to be vulnerable, and show them a different you. Show them that, wow, she has changed. Wow, that is very attractive, and they will be more attractive to that, and they would want to be more drawn to that. And let's go ahead and do a divine timing. So if you are not hearing from your masculine, and maybe if you are, maybe you want to do a, when will I see my masculine again? When will I see them? When will I hear from them? Whatever question that you're looking for, do know time is fluid, so time is always changing. Time it's just always changing. So what you may get right now could change tomorrow, because energy's always changing, like our moods, our emotions. So let's see. If you need to pause this video to meditate with what card you're feeling more drawn to, then do that. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the cards over now. Next couple of weeks. Cool. That's awesome. Timing is moved up. So I feel like if it's moved up, then it's coming sooner than what you had received in the past. Timing is just not now. So maybe something shifted, or it's just not right now. Your masculine is still in healing mode, still deep in their thoughts. And so right now you're not going to receive it, but maybe tomorrow. Time is in motion. So it's forming, timing is orchestrating on your behalf. And so at least you know that it's in motion right now. All right, guys, much love to you.